Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Now a toss running left with Williams. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback with his renowns, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
On second down, a run with Williams. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the
Stafford from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Stafford's going to throw once more. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, in case they hadn't paid attention in the narrative this week, Brock, let that be their final reminder. This is the league's #1 defense they're facing this time.
Yeah, these guys got to the stadium early. You're number 1. You're playing with confidence. You're playing with juice. And you're playing to take the ball away.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Well, cobbled together a yard there. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And that's all with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a long, so it's going to be third down. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Third down, it's Penix. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Fourth down, Penix. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. From the shotgun, Penix. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And again, it's Penix. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you're going to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Xavier Smith bringing this back. And this drive will start inside the 25. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down.
Stafford now on 1st down. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Complete beyond Parker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down.
They go with Williams on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offensive line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard
Play action now for Stafford. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
1st and goal. Rams.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Motion man right is Smith. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. The 50. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points. Boy, do they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in enemy territory.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pull that in front further, 13-zip. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st down throw here for Stafford. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So it's 2nd down coming up. Stafford throwing again. He beams one deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More coming out from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. It's Stafford once more. He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Panthers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Connects on the crosser. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Working quickly here.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Penix now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On target to Valdez-Scantling. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, here's Penix. And this one is launched downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. After is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's him on the in route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Get some space around midfield. Running down the left side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. Stafford from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Adams, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Rams.
From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Kyron Williams, the intended target. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and goal. Well, we're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Stafford going to go on 4th. And that's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams get their first point of this game just before halftime. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender's recovering.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hubbard on the give. He's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. They want him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. And finds Adams downfield. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Motion a receiver left. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's going deep this time. And they pick him off again. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Stafford's pass.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
At their own 34.
Penix working from the gun. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jump the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Stafford taking a shot deep here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Panthers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
It's a is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
This is our last play of the quarter. Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. They'll throw. Third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Nakua here. He's got it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Rams, first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Stafford throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Hits him on the out route. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now Stafford again. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
46 yards. That's another Rams first down.
Stafford's going to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives. You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
Return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. Well, he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Dose of the hurry up here.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Penix now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Here's the backup. First throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Smith will try again on second. Brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on third, Smith. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Stafford from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. The left side taken in by Adams. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 18 down, Los
On
Angeles.
first down, here's Stafford. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
First down throw here for Stafford. And the defender comes away with it. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Panthers